AI can now build training courses, write content, and generate learning in seconds. So naturally, what does that mean for us? Hi, I'm Cain Prentice from Pukeko Learning Solutions, and up until recently, a lot of L&D focus has been on content, courses, and learning design. But now that AI can do a lot of that, the biggest value is somewhere else. Because AI can help you build faster, but it has no idea if you're building the right thing. If you're solving the wrong problem, it won't land. If your goal isn't clear, you can't measure success. And if stakeholders aren't aligned, then your project will fall apart anyway. So the most valuable skills in learning and development of the future aren't about building. They're about deciding what should be built in the first place. Earlier on in my career, I built an introductory e-learning module for a very specific group of workers. A few senior stakeholders in the organization saw it, liked it, and had this idea. Why don't we roll this out more broadly across the entire workforce? And we're not talking small numbers here. This would have gone out to tens of thousands of people. And this was a huge opportunity for me. It could have been a massive, high visibility project, the kind of thing that you put on your CV and you talk about for years. I could have just said yes, but something didn't sit right. So instead, I started asking a few questions. What are we actually trying to change here? What problem is this solving? And what does success look like? And pretty quickly, it became clear that we didn't have a clear problem yet that this was trying to solve. And the module that I'd built, it wasn't designed for this audience or this context. So I had to go back and say, if we roll this out as it is, it's probably not going to have the impact that we want, and it will end up being a waste of time for a lot of people. And that's not an easy thing to say when everyone's so excited about moving forward. But that's the work. That's the part of L&D that we don't often talk about. It's messy, it's unclear, and it requires judgment. And crucially, AI doesn't sit in these conversations. I'm talking about things like reading the room, figuring out what's going on under the surface, knowing when to push back and when not to, building trust over time, and asking better questions. These are often what we mean when we talk about business partnering. They're not just about delivering the training, they're about shaping the solution. And these aren't just skills, they're human judgments. And that's what makes them hard to replace. So what does this mean for us who are involved in training design? Well, if your role is mainly building content, then there's a higher risk that AI can replace what you do. But if your role is shaping problems, influencing decisions, and aligning to business needs, then your value actually increases. Because AI doesn't remove the need for L&D. It raises the bar for what good L&D looks like. So yes, learn the AI tools. They'll make you faster and they'll make your work better. But if you really want to stay relevant, spend less time worrying about AI replacing you and more time understanding the business, asking better questions, and building real relationships. Because that's the part of this role that actually drives impact. I'm Cain Prentice from Pukeko Learning Solutions. Thanks.